Hello my friends, greetings from Africa. So in this short video, I want to talk about getting advice and wisdom from people that are much older than you. So you can be able to level up in your personal life as well as the home care business. There's something I've noticed about talking to people that are much older than I am. Those people have so much wisdom and knowledge that me and you don't even have yet. And I love that because I've been hanging out with my best friend's mom, and she's much older, and I still have parents who are in their 70s, so I get knowledge and wisdom from them as well. It's just one of the things that I learned from this older generation. They've seen it all, okay? They've seen it all, from good economies to bad economies, good people and bad people. So when you have conversations with these older people, always have a couple of questions that will help you level up in life, because you cannot get all the answers at a certain age. Listen, I'm 43 and I still don't have all the answers, which is why I'm always constantly learning. Unfortunately, what happens to a lot of us, when I say a lot of us, I'm just saying humans in general, we think that just going to college, getting a college degree is enough knowledge that we need to acquire. No. Oh my goodness. No. You need to constantly learn every day. Learn one thing every single day. What you'll discover is after a whole year, you'll be way ahead of everybody else by learning one thing a day. One thing that takes you like 15 to 20 minutes. I don't care what it is. Just learn something about what's happening in a different country. Learn about something that's happening in Mexico. I don't know. Learn about what's happening in Greece. Let me tell you why you need to do this. It expands the way you look at life. It expands the way you look at your problems. Because sometimes you'll be looking at your problems in your city right now that you're at in the United States. It's the same problems everywhere. Everybody has problems. But there's somebody that has figured out how to solve that problem in a different part of the world that they can share with you. For example, if you find that you've been laid off, or you're about to get laid off at your job and you don't know what to do. You're freaking out. You're like, oh my God, how am I gonna survive? How am I gonna pay these bills? Well, I'll tell you this. If you just go to YouTube, everybody's freaking out about the same problems. Everybody. So let me tell you how you can survive all of that anxiety. There's so many people on YouTube here that would teach you how to survive no matter the economy. If you talk to the older generation, they've been through like things like the World Wars, Vietnam Wars, the crash of '87, the recession of 2008. I went through the recession of 2008, but I know some people that used to talk about the Great Depression. I'm old enough to have had conversations with older people, the older folks that have survived the Great Depression, when families lost everything. And how they survived was through the barter economy. The barter economy is when you're trading skills. So you might not have the money, but you're trading a skill that you have. Maybe you know how to braid hair. Maybe you know how to cook. Let's use those two. If you know how to cook in this economy, you can make some money. All you gotta do is round up a couple of your friends or a couple of people that you know, like, and trust, and tell them, hey, listen, I know how to cook. I can come through and I can cook you up a couple of things in exchange for something. Maybe in exchange for a meal. And then you get to eat for free because they bought all the groceries, because maybe they still have a job. So instead of you spending your money on Grubhub and all the stuff that is draining your pockets, because you might be spending like what, 10, 30 bucks a day, and that drains your pockets really fast. So 30 bucks a day times, let's say 10 days, that's 300 bucks already. But if you have a job, you don't feel it as much. It's not until you don't have a job that 30 bucks a day starts to add up. Hit up one of your friends or coworkers that still have a job and tell them, hey, listen, I'm gonna strike a deal with you. I'm gonna start cooking for you or doing food prepping for you every single day, and all you gotta do is buy the groceries, and then I get to eat too. Oh, that would take you up on that deal. They get to come home after work to a home-cooked meal from you. It's a win-win. This is how the older generation survived the Great Depression and all these harsh economic times, guys. This is game that was passed down, that gets passed down from the older generation if you talk to them. Unfortunately, a lot of you do not talk to your elderly anymore. You don't talk to people that are older than you anymore for many reasons, and I get it. But I'm telling you right now, there's a lot to learn from these folks. If you're good at braiding hair, man, you're always going to be making money. So I got 2 girls. I got 2 beautiful girls. So that means my wife needs to get her hair done. My 2 kids need to get their hair done constantly. It's like almost like every 2 weeks or whatever. So one of our neighbors, she didn't have a job. Well, she still doesn't have a job. This is here in Africa. As soon as my wife discovered that she was good at, braiding hair and her attitude was pretty good, her energy's on point, she's good people and everything. So as soon as we discovered that she could do hair, we told her, hey, listen, we got 2 girls. Why don't you come through, get their hair done? And she's giving us a better deal than the salon that we had an option to go to downtown, and she comes to us. So we get a good deal from her, but we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to burn gas. We don't have to drive anywhere. All the time and effort it takes to go somewhere downtown, it's amazing. So we're keeping the money circulating in that little economy, in that little neighborhood. And this is what you guys need to start doing. Whatever neighborhood that you're living in right now, we have no choice anymore in this economy but to start helping each other. If you know how to do hair, go door to door, knock it. Go hustle and be like, hey, listen, I know how to do hair. I know how to do hair. Maybe you get 10 clients that get consistent, hair braiding. Then you don't have to go to your job anymore. You've got 10 clients already, and you're giving them a better deal because the economy is struggling. So you give them a good deal, whatever makes sense for you. So now you're cutting back on commuting to a job, cutting down on the gas, the time and effort that it takes to commute to a job. You're cutting that out. So you're braiding your hair for like 2 hours a day, and then after you're done, you dedicate it to your home care business, and you got enough money to sustain you. This is how, again, the older generation survived during the hard times. I got so much game to give you guys. If you're ready to level up in your home care business, you need to know different strategies on how to save money, how to navigate during times of hardship. I know how to do it. Schedule time. The other thing I want to teach you how to do is to do sales, because a lot of you guys are really good at caregiving, but you just suck at sales. I'm going to keep it real with you. You don't know how to sell. You don't know how to convince the rich people to give you money. Instead of you charging them $300 an hour, you're charging them $35 an hour. What is this nonsense, guys? What is this nonsense? You have the leverage. You're the labor. So why are you playing a rigged game? Okay, schedule time. I'll teach you everything. Talk to you soon.